tea? Do I got tea? Yeah, I got tea. Oh shit! Hey everybody! Fucking, I thought I'd have more time because it was like taking a weirdly long time for the hangout. I mean, it is a hangout. Like, even though, like, I technically use the Google Hangout to mitigate the fact that I don't have an actual video camera anymore. I guess I could buy a webcam. I don't know. Anyways, what I do know is I have been shirking my fucking duties this week. First, I was late with the very public spanking D&D recap. Now I'm late with the Ensavier recap. Like, I'm not a reliable person. Don't give me responsibilities. I'll fuck them up. Like, eventually, like, there's gonna be a Friday without an unnamed Friday show, and there's gonna be a fucking day without a Sundays with Napalm. Like, eventually that shit's gonna happen. I'm literally surprised I've made it 2 fucking months. Anyways, fuck it. Getting distracted. D&D and Savier's game. This game, we actually did shit. We actually did things that you would expect in a normal D&D game. Not lawsuits or a fake wrestling match or a political campaign. None of that shit. Actual, real fucking combat. And it took the entire fucking session, pretty much. Because, one, there was a lot of fuckers, and two, a certain individual with a muffled voice decided to make an appearance. Yes, he did. We'll get to that fucking asshole. By the way, I had a really hard time determining the name of this one because I was like, okay, it's either going to be a Bane in the ass or Dobu Goldhand is a better hero than Batman. You'll see why. So, the adventure starts off with a extended Hamfast sketch this time. So, Hamfast is going down the road, like, minding his own business, doing whatever the fuck that asshole fucking does on probably annoy people. I don't know. Skullholder still hasn't started his counter D&D recaps. They're like, you know what? Fuck him. Everything I say is true. He wants to start D&D recaps to fucking muddle the truth. People know me, Skull. They know I wouldn't lie to him. They know I'd tell him if I lied to him. Hint, hint. What was that? I heard nothing. Anyways, fucking Google that shit. Google this shit. Google everything. No, I shouldn't say Google this shit. Fucking that backfired on me horribly with the fucking the Google page with fucking Dobu and its links to catgirl sex trafficking. Anyways, our Sunday D&D game is weird. Anywho, so Skull's off and about, and he hears some noises or he senses something. I forget. It's Hamfast. I'm zoning out of existence right now because I'm like, I don't care about Hamfast unless he's gonna die, and there's a good chance that he's gonna die. So he went into this weird house, and it turns out he went into the Aether, which is Nick has a couple of Nick uses his own homebrewed cosmology, so there's a couple of different outer planes than there are in like the standard D&D cosmology. Don't really have to explain any of them except for the Aether, which is basically kind of Silent Hill with a bit of the ethereal plane, with a smidge, I'd say, of like oh shit, fucking I can't think of it. Fucking maybe fucking the Dread Realms from Ravenloft, but not as fleshed out or as antagonistic towards things. Sorry, I was lighting a cigarette. So, anyways, Skull goes into this house slash portal, and he's like, "Oh shit, this is bad. Like, what's up?" And he sees a bunch of little dead kids eating a ghost. So that's some real fucking bad juju right there. Like when you see a bunch of fucking zombies eating a ghost, shit's fucking gone sideways at that fucking point. Like that asshole is stretched, as one were to say, as no one were to say, because I don't think anybody's ever said that in relation to like that shit's gone sideways. But like that's what happens when shit goes sideways. Your asshole gets stretched. I'm not the weird one for coming up with that analogy. Everyone else is weird for not coming up with that analogy. I'm getting off topic. I'm kind of babbling in this one because Nick was like, "Why was the last one so short?" And so I'm like, "Fine, you want a long one, motherfucker? You want a long? Well, I mean, it's not gonna be too long. I'm doing this at 11 o'clock at night because I shirked my fucking shit this week because like I'm a lazy fucking stoner and I've been spending most of this week sitting out on the front porch, just sitting in the sun." Just being fucking lackadaisical. That's what I've been doing most of the time this week. That's how I've been spending it. So anyways, fucking Skull proceeds to fight the little kids, the defenseless children who were just trying to enjoy a meal in their house. Skull basically broke and entered into a private residence and then killed the occupants in cold, malicious blood when they rightfully decided to defend their property and their meal. And Skull killed them and took their meal, took the bones, just put them in a backpack. He also stole an intelligent sword, maybe. It's evil. He stole something that's evil. He put that in the same bag as the skeleton. Yeah, nothing bad will happen from that. Let's put an intelligent item that's probably evil in a bag with fucking goddamn skeleton. Nothing bad can happen from that at all. Nothing. Nada. Not a single fucking thing. Something bad is gonna fucking happen with that. I'm calling that now. I've been in a game where Skull plays a paladin. The second like any kind of evil magical item gets introduced and he gets his hands on it, that's bad. It's just bad. It's really bad. Nick fucked us. You fucked us, Nick. You did that shit on purpose, didn't you? You were I'm just gonna fucking throw an evil magic item at Skull and watch the fucking bad things happen. Joke's on you, motherfucker. Dobu can actually take a hit, unlike fucking Genko. Dobu ain't gonna become fucking suicidally depressed and basically just enter into a state of walking coma like Genko did. Genko was my character in the last game we did with Nick, where the world went really fucking where bad things happened. Like so many bad things happened in that world. So many things happened, and Genko was the last surviving party member, and Genko, like the way I was gonna build Genko is I've been kind of toying around with a non-combat build, and one I should have probably done that in another game because Nick doesn't pull punches in terms of combat. He will fucking he'll give you a challenge. So, anyways. Skull does all this stuff, and then he goes to he does the child murdering and the thieving and the grave robbing and all the other things. Also, he definitively fucking kills people. Like I know the fucking breaking kayfabe here. Like I know he didn't actually murder those fucking zombie childrens, but that fucker Hamfast tricked a bunch of fucking townsfolk into going into the fucking portal after he fucking came out of it. Yeah, those people are fucking dead because of fucking Hamfast. Flat out. They are dead. You killed them, Skull. You did that. You, you. How are you still a paladin? Nick, how is Skull still a fucking paladin? How? How is he still a paladin, Nick? Explain that one to me, please, in the comments section. So, anyways, Skull goes to the temple and he finds out that and by the way, this isn't the temple of his god. His god doesn't have a temple in this city. He's at an aligned church of the god of like pacifism and bullshit. Like who fucking the god of fucking pansies. So that he's at the church of the god of fucking pansies, and he finds out that the this is great. So he finds out that the high priest has been kidnapped. I laugh. I laugh so fucking hard at that. That like the fucking planting the holy symbols at the scene of the crime has worked out way fucking better than I thought it would for me. But you know, hey, whatever. Fucking, I'm down to clown. So fucking goddamn Skull is like, well, this is bad. I'm gonna go get Dobu and the rest of the gang. So as he's leaving the temple, the temple gets immediately firebombed and just goes up. Just goes up in fucking flames. Again, just I laugh. I fucking laugh so fucking much. Kobe's there. Like Kobe's there. That's Nick's NPC. He's inserted with the party because we don't actually have an arcane spellcaster. Weirdly enough, like it's the one role we don't have covered in our party makeup. So Nick's like, you know what? I'll throw Kobe with you guys because he's my he's my mage NPC user. So you know. He'll help you with the range combat because really thinking about it, I don't like Sammy's melee oriented. Yeah, everyone's melee oriented. I think Skull might have some. Again, we've been so few times in combat. Like I don't really know what Skull has. I'm just assuming off of like him being a paladin. Like, well, not necessarily him being a paladin, but him being a halfling. And knowing that halflings get like bonuses to like range and throwing weapons and stuff like that, I'm like, Handfast might have some range capabilities of some kind, but probably not to some like as the same extent as like a wizard or a sorcerer or something. Like Dobu technically, like, cause he's got to throw anything. So like I can do melee attack and range attack, but my range is really fucking limited because I'm, you know, even though I know how to use improvised weapons and as ranged weapons, it's still only as good as like a dagger. So like 10 feet, like, which, I mean, thinking about it, I could probably convince Nick to give me a fucking improvised weapon that has a 10-foot reach, and then it's just pretty much like, why would I throw anything? Well, I guess I could still pick up rocks. I guess that's the big advantage to me having like the throw anything is I literally can just fucking pick up anything on the ground and just hurl it at a shithead's fucking face. So that's good. So Dobu, while all of this is going on, he's cleaning up from the fucking like the firebombing. He's also got a song in his heart, like he doesn't know why, out of character. like I'll fucking say it flat out right now. I didn't set the church on fire. I didn't kidnap the high priest. That was all the Indigo Outlaw. But Dobu just felt really good that day. Just really, really, really good. Like things were going his way. Like things were looking up. Weirdly enough, Ross Jim's death was not in the newspaper, but like It's like I told Nick, like Dobu doesn't give a shit. Like, why would he? He's like, fuck, who cares? I didn't care about that guy. That's why I murdered him. And possibly had sex with his dead wife. I don't know. That's that's in the like if this is Star Wars canon, like our D&D game, that's the Legends part of like that whole episode. Is like, did Dobu end up fucking Ross Jim's dead wife or did he not? Like, we may never know. We may never know. So Handfast comes in and starts to explain the situation going on with the high priest and the church and stuff. Dobu being the I forget. Fucking so while Hamfast while Hamfast is doing all of his shit, Dobu and Jokar get into a huge fucking fight that ends in blows because Dobu has secretly been building an army of babies that Jokar has unbeknownstly sired with the prostitutes that Dobu gives to Jokar after his successful fights at the arena, because Dobu is secretly wanting to create a little like class of fucking goons for himself, and like where better to start with than fucking babies. Like, boom, like that's what the fucking that's what the first order or whatever the fucking order is from new Star Wars. That's what they do. They kidnap people. I'm not kidnapping them. I'm going right for the fucking source, hiring hookers and then taking the babies. That's the Dobu way. So one thing Dobu does want to do on the side, though, like introduce this at the arena, is baby fights. Because that would be fun. Like, you seeing two babies fight, it'd be great. And Jokar's like Jokar's being a fucking prude about it. He's like, what about their safety? Blah, blah, blah. They're fucking babies. They don't know how to fucking fight. It's not like one baby's going to be sitting there and being like, okay, if I fucking run up against the wall and do a backflip, I can put my thumb in this fucker's fontanelle. No, like, they're not going to figure that out. Like, really, the baby fights are just going to be like the little fat fucks with like puppet strings taped to their arms and like marionette style slapping each other. It's gonna be some like, and so like Jokar just can't fucking see vision. That's the problem with that fucking like. He's got a wisdom. He's got an intelligence of 7. What do I expect? So Hamfast comes in, like Dobu's got like a black eye. Jokar's got a fat lip. They don't want to talk about it. So Dobu, being ever the opportunist, when he hears about the Grand Priest being missing and the church up in flames, he decides like, hey, this should count for double time in terms of my community service, because this goes above and beyond like what I need to do. So hasn't worked out yet, but like, to be fair, we didn't save the spoiler alert. We didn't save the fucking high priest yet either. Things happened. So Dobu, while everybody's on their way to the apartment building, which is believed to be the last holdout of the Indigo Outlaw, fucking Dobu decides to duck into a payphone booth and alert the local media that he's gonna he alerts the local media that the Grand Priest is gonna be rescued from this hotel. Well, not a hotel, apartment building, and basically to come there. Basically, like the reason I did that is because I wanted to take full credit for saving the high priest. I like, and when I get to like how the battle rolled out, you'll figure out like, yeah, that's totally what Matt was trying to do. That's why he didn't really fight until he was forced to fight. So we get to the apartment and we have a little debate of how best to go in, and ultimately, fuck it, just run in like guns ablazing, metaphorically speaking, of course, because none of us have guns. Like, just fucking take no names, fucking kick ass, do all that shit. And then the battle began, and holy shit, there were just like, I think on the first floor alone, there was about 10, maybe 12 fuckers. And then on the top floor, like the middle floor, there was another 6 on either side of the stairwell, of the double-sided stairwell. So like, so you have 12, like there were like at least, I'd say 20 fuckers. Not counting the ultimate boss of this encounter. I forget the name, fucking more, I think it was Less Taxes was his nickname. That's the only thing I remember. But we just started calling him Bane because he was basically Bane. It was like, oh yes, I remember you, you little shit. Yeah, I should have guessed it was you and not those pansies at that church. Let's face it, arson is out of their league. But for a Weasley little cunt like yourself, it's right up your alley. And then Bane breaks my back. Or fucking does he? So Joe Yeager, Kobe, they all put up a good showing. Hamfast is a little befuddled because I'm pretty fucking sure Skull realized what the fuck I was doing, because immediately I drank a potion of invisibility and I just start fucking running. I just start running for the fucking stairs. So basically, because my whole plan was I was going to run up the fucking stairs. I was going to run up the fucking stairs, find the high priest, give him a potion of invisibility, jump out the fucking window. Boom, bang, done. Let the party die in the fucking fight. I don't give a shit. Maybe I also would have set fire to the building. I don't know. Probably. It's me after all. So Hamfast beats me up the stairs because of course he does. He's got a fucking dog. Unfortunately, the 12 dudes on either side of the stairs wasn't the only thing. Well, there were 2 surprises on the second floor. The first surprise immediately followed Hamfast down, and that was a Vrock. Now, if you're not familiar with Vrox are really nasty, like vulture skeleton demon fuckers. I think it's safe to say Vrox are like the first serious demon you encounter. Because like before like the other, like the lower tiers of demons, like the only thing weaker than a Vrock I can think of that like a party would have trouble with is maybe a shadow demon, but shadow demons have a lot of the same exploitable weaknesses that shadows have. So unless a shadow demon gets sprung on a low level unprepared party, a prepared party, like a party that knows they have a chance of encountering either demons or shadows or both, they can easily deal with a fucking shadow demon. Vrox have a lot of fucked up, weird abilities. Real quick. So, like, one ability that didn't get seen was their Dance of Ruin, which basically everything fucking dies. That's their ability. Fun fact, I don't remember if they changed it for Pathfinder, but in 3rd edition and 3.5, the only attack that did D20s for damage was Dance of Ruin, and the damage would go up the more Vrox there are. Like, that's the other thing too with Vrox. Like, they're like shocker lizards. If you're not familiar with Pathfinder or D&D, shocker lizards are basically they're basically Pikachu, but a lizard. They're little blue electric lizards. And normally they're not dangerous, but the problem is they get stronger the more there are. And Vrox are no different. But on top of it, Vrox are already fucking dangerous when there's just one of them. So Vrox have they have the Dance of Ruin. They have a Spore ability that I forget what it does off the top of your head, but I think it does a lot of damage and it does stats. I think it stuns you or paralyzes you. It fucks you up. There's their Shriek that fucking does sonic damage. They have spell-like abilities. They have fucking claws. They have beaks. They have a lot of fucking shit they can do. Like they are real fucking pricks. So the Vrock comes down. Also, Nick kind of fucked up. One of the goons on the first floor saw me, even though none of them had see invisibility, because he didn't hear me say I drink my potion of invisibility before we go in. So after I get done dealing with that fucker, the Vrock immediately comes down and he can sense me. He knows I'm there. He can't see invisibility, but Vrox, like a lot of creatures that have animalistic heads, he has the scent ability. So he can't see me, but he knows I'm there, and that's bad. So Kobe, before the Vrock came down, not because of the Vrock, but because of Kobe was getting his ass kicked because the Paladin decided to go for fucking glory and not stay with the fucking squishy ass fucking spellcaster. And Kobe got his fucking shit almost fucking pushed in because of it. Yeah, Skull, blaming that one on fucking you. And before you're like, what about Dobu? What about Dobu? Does Dobu seem like the kind of person who was a team player and would hang back to protect the spellcaster? No. Dobu is not that fucking kind of person, Skull. You know who should be that kind of person? A paladin, even if they are chaotic good. It's chaotic good, not chaotic fucking indifference. You're playing up the chaotic part of your chaotic good, but you're not playing up the good part. Sorry, I was lying. Cigarette. So, Dobu does the only thing he can. So Kobe, the deal with the guys who are attacking him, summons Black Tentacles, which is basically a spell. It's an area of effect spell that fucks up movement. It summons these tentacles that can grab people and it deals damage. It's a really good area effect in combat field control spell. So Kobe puts that down, and he blocks off most of the hallway on the one side of the fucking the main lobby area where we're all fighting, but not all of it. He leaves inadvertently just enough space for Dobu to fucking just full withdraw action and just fucking run down that hallway and jump out a fucking window. So that's what Dobu does. So plans fucking change. Dobu is a master of adapting to shit on his fucking feet, as you'll see later. So Dobu, or you could just go watch the fucking videos again. They're fucking link in the below bar. That's where the fucking playlist is. So Dobu begins searching for a way to access the second story because he's like, okay, the lobby's a little too hot right now. I got to find another way of entrance. So Dobu starts scaling the building and he manages to actually get into a window on the second floor, and everything's coming up Dobu. So he proceeds to start running for the fucking third floor because if the priest is going to be anywhere, he's going to be in the third floor. That's when an anchor hits Dobu so fucking hard, he fucking flies 40 fucking feet and hits a fucking wall. Dobu is fucking hurt. This is where that fucker Bane comes in. And now Dobu's back is to the fucking wall. And you might be thinking, with how Dobu's handled himself up until this point, Dobu must not have a good grasp upon combat. No. No. Nothing is further from the truth. Even without gaming the system and using potions of invisibility ability to gain extra sneak attacks, Dobu manages to fucking cripple Bane. He breaks his leg and then he breaks his fucking arm. And fucking Bane is just fucking swinging and a missing. Swinging and a missing. Swinging and a missing. In fact, the one time that fucking shit, well, the 2 times Bane hit me, the first time did nothing, no damage to him. But the second time, Bane got so fucking prissy, he got so fucking angry, he got so fucking salty that Dobu was kicking his fucking ass. He decides to go all out and fucking basically collapse the building in on the fucking everybody. Which actually ended up hurting him more than it hurt Dobu, because little thing about Dobu's character, his highest stat is con. Dobu can take a lot of fucking hits. Dobu has toughness. He has a lot of extra fucking hit points. Dobu is a beefy some bitch. Like, it took the anchor, Bane's ultimate attack, and finally Kobe opening up a pit, and fucking, like, that's what ended up killing Dobu. Don't worry, Dobu's fine. He ended up stabilizing. He was dying there for a point, but like, fucking Dobu, like, Bane never took Dobu out. Dobu is objectively a better fucking hero than fucking Batman. This fucking proves it, folks. This finally fucking proves it. Here's my proof. Dobu's the fucking hero of the story. Eat my dick. Dobu, the neutral evil fucking dwarf, is the hero. He did what Batman fucking couldn't. He took out Bane in his first fucking encounter with him, and he didn't have to fucking punch his stupid fucking mask or fuck with his tubes. He just fucking did what any man would do. He broke that punk ass bitch's arm and leg. That's the Dobu way, motherfuckers. So the building's collapsing. Everybody's fucking, like, well, not everybody's dead or dying. Like, we managed to heal ourselves up enough to run out of the building. So, because we did save the priest, Dobu, right before everybody gets out, Dobu goes invisible. Because Dobu's not facing the press without the Great Priest in his hands. So Dobu leaves the rest of the party to deal with the press and their questions. Meanwhile, Dobu basically he lays low in the sewer for a couple of hours and then goes back to the building site to hide in the rubble to pretend like he got collapsed in the building while running back into the building to save the high priest. He was also going to try to look for the high priest, but Nick kind of made it very clear that the high priest wasn't there. So basically, Dobu hid out in there until the Teamsters came to clean up. And this is where some confusion was coming in, because I thought they were saying Ayo, like Ayo. No, it turns out they were saying Io, Indigo Outlaw, because it turns out Bane wasn't the Indigo Outlaw. The real Indigo Outlaw is still fucking out there. And that's pretty much it. That's like a lot of shit happened. Like, even though there were very few set pieces in terms of like you know, a good amount of shit happened. So yeah, I can't think of a good way to end this. So eat your vitamins or something. Advice. Your horoscopes. You will find love. I don't know. I'm not good at ending fucking videos. Like, bye. Fuck off.